charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise. An enterprise that engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities, and today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our communities safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the early 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high-crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence. I want to thank our federal law enforcement partners, our state law enforcement partners who brought about the result here today. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Gang Task Force from the FBI is comprised of FBI agents, LAPD officers, IRS Criminal Investigation, the U.S. Department of Justice Inspector General's Office,
in effect, yeah, y'all seen what it's all about. Had to slide in and drop a video on this. Yo, when y'all come in, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Really need y'all to subscribe, man. I need to run these numbers up. I need to be more consistent, I know, but I've been doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? In our studio, making a few songs and stuff, doing that. But yeah, y'all see what the story is. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. And really, because I'm from LA, I had to speak on this, you know. Even though I'm not a resident of LA anymore, but you know that's always the house. So yeah, man, don't look good. They indicted Big U on RICO charges involving murder, sex trafficking, I would say gun running, gang ties. Don't look good. And I guess they done picked up loose cannon and brick bait. All involved, man. Look, y'all know my big thing is behavior. And I know that we can exist out here on these streets without being involved in criminal action, criminal activities. We don't have to be involved. Since my big thing is behavior and self-responsibility, that's my daughter calling. I'm about to call her right back. I'll call you right back, Courtney. But yeah, man, we gotta be more responsible. Take responsibility for our actions. Yeah, now they done got Big U, and he's on the run, y'all. He's on the run. I was talking to my relative Troy about it earlier. Troy was like, man, he might as well get him something like an AR and shoot it out. Because, you know, if they get him, Big U almost 50. I mean, 60. 20-year sentence, man. That's a life sentence. But who knows? He might want to go in willfully and sit the rest of his life out in there. Me myself, being someone who has done 20 years in the federal prison system. Not proud of going, but at least I did go in my 20s, and I'm out. I did 20 years. I've been out for 10 years. February the 15th, this past February 15th, 2025, which is my granddaughter's birthday. It marked my 10th year being out the bed. Man, that ain't no place for an older guy or a woman. And I done seen dudes in there that was way up in age, man. I know some guys that were way up in age and never got out. They passed in the Fed. It's just that if we come upon a certain age, I just know that we can't involve ourselves into certain activities that would get us locked up, because nobody wants to go to prison at like 60 years old, you know, facing a possibility of a life sentence. Man, that ain't a good look at all. But I dude explained in the video murders. And I didn't even know about the one murder they said about somebody supposed to, being signed to his record label, and he had dumped the body in Las Vegas. I mean, they saying like they knew about it. I guess they were building stuff. I mean, they took him in custody, but I mean, they was letting him get away with a lot of stuff, and then they finally swooped in, really coming down on him. They do that all the time. But yeah, man, the big news is Big U indicted on CCE and RICO charge. And they did make a note of that they watched these interviews on the internet. Man, listen, especially if you are still involved in criminal activities, do not, I repeat, do not get on this internet and talk about any of your activities. Look, I'm telling you, on my channel, I don't even like to really report, go all in depth in murders that had happened, across the country, certain cities or whatever. I don't even like to talk about that stuff. And I know some YouTubers, they go into it like they're news reporters, okay? But y'all, a lot of y'all dudes who supposedly have been in the streets at one point, one point in time. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But man, look, it don't look good for Big U. They ain't got Loose Cannon, Brick Baby. It's alleged that Brick Baby is telling already. Man, look. Boy, this is gonna be one. You think the Tupac murder investigation with Keefy D is something? This is gonna be something to watch. Look, man, y'all know what it is, man. Again, like I said, man, come in, man, and hit the like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Man, look, I'm trying to progress in a positive way, but no criminal activity. I'm good. I'm good with the feds. I'm cool. I would state where I'm from, where I was born and raised, what I was involved in. But I ain't, what hood I'm from, but I ain't involved in no street criminal activities no more. So, I'm good. I'm gonna sit back, slap these beats out. You know what I'm saying? Get on this thing right here, learn this. Got my new Akai MPC Key 37. Man, look. But we're gonna follow this one, y'all. We're gonna follow this, and we're gonna peep out what it lead to. But yeah, y'all see I got that fresh duffel bag on. That fresh duffel bag hoodie. I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all gotta check out this duffel bag. Look, drop the link in there. My sister-in-law stuff right here, man, and my brother-in-law. They doing it, man. But yeah, man, DJ Bop, man. Word to y'all. Stay off of the internet speaking on criminal activity. Stop videotaping crimes. I don't care how much this internet will try to suck y'all in, and this is where, if you some small time person in your mind, and you think that you looking for clout, and and this is the only way you can get attention, is to post some crazy shit on the internet, especially if it's criminal. Man, nah, don't do it, man. That shit is not good. But yeah, DJ Bob.